Yes, hello there, this is Rab here. I'm at Ravenscraig Orchard, run by the group Ravenscraig here at Ravenscraig and Dysart. I just spoke to Jackie Burrell. She said it's okay to film here, so here I am. First of all there, look at the hazelnuts and the nuts and the cob nuts here. A lot of fruit here this year, the day. The plum there. Just look at the pears there. Just ripening nicely. Yep. Still a bit hard though. The tree's looking nice. It's the pears. They're all on just the semi-dwarfing rootstock there. There's another pear there. The apple there, it's a Scottish dumpling. There's only one in it this time. But this is Jacqueline had to get me to show you this one. There's a medlar, a young medlar. There's a couple on it. There's 3 on it, medlars. That's the wall. That's the south-facing wall, right along there. But unfortunately, they're not allowed to use it yet. But hopefully, the council will relent and maybe let them maybe plant some cordons against it. Most of them are actually Scottish varieties in here. There's a bloody ploughman. Your normal mainstream varieties here, Red Devils. I'm fairly pleased with the pears this year though. They've done really well. This is a red Sport of Williams. This is Sensation, I think. Sensation pear. It's a red Williams. Does very well in Scotland. And there's Beth pear. Then there's another one, there's Winter Nellis as well. And a Catholic, that's a cooking pear. Be Katie's, I'm not sure. I've actually got this sheet here with the numbers on it, and it's in my pocket there. As you can see, a lot of the trees are really heavily laden. Sometimes it pays you to thin them out, you know, early in the year. Usually just after June drop. It's a really nice one. You can see there's wasp damage on it. I'm not surprised. Look at the shade of red. Lovely apple. Old elderberry trees we get for making wine and jam. But you could use the flowers in June and make the elderflower cordial. Must be really nice. I'm not too fond of it myself, like. But I've tasted it. It's no bad. Here we go. Red Devil. Lovely, lovely red apple. It's a crispy apple as well. It's a crab apple tree there. which acts as a good pull in the earth because they've got these ones have got a long flowering season on them. I think this is golden hornet, that one. More of a yellow. Golden hornet, that's a crab. This East Lothian pippin. Looks like golden delicious actually. East Lothian pippin. So it's for Tennenham in East Lothian. It's near Haddington. This one's Katie, I think. Yep. We've got them in Buckhaven. They're doing well. I can't get over how small a lot of these trees are, and yet look at them. It's all laden with fruit here. This tree's no bigger than a rose bush. Look at the size of it. Laden. Ah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. This here's my favourite crab apple. This is John Downey. John Downey. Can make lovely jelly. No good for eating raw. But make jelly and you can make wine with them. It's a crab apple. It's always good to have crab apple in your orchard actually. Because they flower for a long time. Yep. There's that one along there. God, look at these red apples. Ooh, nice. Pretty young trees here. There's one there, see with the branch that's nearly on the ground there. I hope they pick them before winter, or else the rabbits will get them. Yep. Got a good strong rootstocks, these ones I think. In this group, it's really good gone group like. They all get mucked in and they all help each other. That's what I like. This is strawberries. Currants here, I think. Gooseberries. No pampas grass area. You Used to see that in many gardens years ago. It's alright when it's young, but once it gets really going, it's actually a brute to get out. Right along the wall there. Dysart's just about half a mile from Kirkcaldy. Well, Kirkcaldy was famous years ago for linoleum, making linoleum, you know, before it went on the cushion floor. And I always mind their poem. It was called The Boy in the Train. And it goes, well, this is one of the verses, the only verse I know, is, what way does the engine go toot toot? Right, is it fair to gan in the tunnel? What way is the furnace no put out when the rain runs down the funnel? What will I hae for my tea the night? A herring or maybe a haddie? And Grandma's just bought a brand new electric light. Oh, the next stop's Kirkcaldy. That's the only verse I know. This is Dysart. It was originally owned by the council, this place, years ago. And they used to grow their own bedding plants. The old greenhouses were right down there, but they've all fell to rack and ruin. This here's the allotments leased by various people here. They're all full. That's me just having a final look here at Ravenscraig. Yep. I'm going to have a wee walk down the harbour at Dysart. Which was used for the hit TV show. I think it's called Outlander, I think it is. Outlander. So I'm going to take you down the harbour. That's where some of the scenes were filmed. This is Ravenscraig. This is Rab here. I've done my wee bit here, I think, for this year. But hopefully I'm going to come along in the winter and help them with the pruning. Or help a few of the volunteers. Learn them how to do it. Hopefully I'll not be stepping on anybody's toes like. I'll show people what I know, eh? Last wee look. Here we go. Fine crop of apples here anyway, I'll tell you. Really impressed. There we go. Let's show some of the allotments there. There you go. I'm not sure how many is here. Quite a few actually. I'd like to thank Jackie Varell and the rest of the group here for letting me film here and make me welcome. Hope all you guys in Scotland or the rest of the country see all this and decide maybe to get involved in the nurture group yourself. Very rewarding, as you can see. This is right along the south facing wall here. Sloping to the south. This is perfect conditions for fruit here. Perfect. I could have resisted there getting a snap of these pumpkins. Oh, there's a bee fell in love with one of them. Right, let's be making my way out now. This guy obviously likes his plot. Look at that. There are heaps of manure on there. So for next year. Yep. This guy knows his stuff. I wonder what we'll be putting in there. It's rich. See, this is the way into Ravenscraig. Yeah, it's been a good day. Yeah, it's been a good afternoon. It's me making my way out now. I'll see you all at the harbour. Here we are at the harbour. going out there. That's the old harbour in there. That's where Outlander was filmed. Programme Outlander. It's filmed here. It has been used for a few TV broadcasts. It's never changed, this place. That's the old Ravenscraig Park up there. It takes you right along the Kirkcaldy there. To the wall. That's Kirkcaldy there. Right along there. It's the harbour area. It's Kirkcaldy. You're right along the coast there. That's the harbour master's house there. That wee bit, that wee channel going in there. This was known as Cosy Corner. That's what locals called it. So it's well sheltered. A few boats in the harbour here. I think the tide's in just now. You guys fishing on the quayside there. Yeah, still fishing for mackerel. I've still been catching a few here. Emma's boys. I think Dysart Harbour years ago was used for exporting coal, you know, for the pits round about here. And I think there used to be a railway used to feed the harbour here at one time for one of the sections in the pits, but I'm not sure exactly where it was. But, it's used by fishermen as well and pleasure craft. It's a lovely old place. It's like as if time stood still down here. Even that it's such a good setting for old programmes. That's me looking into the old bit, the really old bit in the corner there, which that'll be my next port of call there. It's the Harbour Master's house now here. Oh, it's a restaurant, is it? That's nice to know. Ooh. hot pot wine. Why not? Up running for a street. Look at the height of that wall. Ooh, it's a wall there. The rest of it's all natural stone. I'm sure that's where that road came out at one time. That underground road, that underground tunnel. I'm sure it came out of there. They had to seal it all off, you see, for gas, methane and black damp, mine gases. Oh aye, this place is beautiful. Let's get old Dysart here, Dysart Harbour. That's one of the residents. The cliff there. Yeah, it's the original wall. Human for stone, but they've obviously had to build bricks in between it there. There's obviously been bits breaking off, crumbling away. They have to fill it all in. That was obviously used by the harbour master at one time. Look at that, the original building. The pan tiles. Original coal fire at one time. Goodness me. It's all original. So you're looking right up Cosy Corner there. That's the corner. That's where that mine was. Right there. That takes you right through the park there at Ravenscraig. Wonder how long that's been there. Footpath's closed. These guys fishing there. The boat making its way in here. a day for it. Standing right in Cozy Corner here, you can actually see the geology there of the rock formation. You know how it's angled? Well, that's what the coal seams were like here in Fife. It's very, very steep workings. So you can see the strata. See, it goes at an angle of 45 degrees near enough. It's full of faults and fissures and everything. Like very hard rock there. Looks like whinstone. Very hard stone. See how far it goes up there, see it? All the different markings in it. I'm looking at the tunnel again. It's all been bricked over. That's where there used to be a road. Actually came from underground for one of the pits, and it used to feed the harbour here. Straight onto the boats with the coal for export. What do you see in the last look now? I'm standing right in Cozy Corner, looking out. There's the fourth estuary there. There's the first or fourth out there. A few oil tankers there. Shelling. They're about a couple of miles out, I think. These ones. Can zoom right in maybe. Yeah, I'm getting the camera shake. But here you are. It's Rab at Dysart Harbour. Oh, well, hello there. That's me back for Dysart. Really enjoyed the wee while at Ravenscraig for Reener Kirkcaldy. Spoke to Jackie Verrell, or Jackie Verrell, and a few the folk that was there. Took some nice photographs of the orchard. It's looking really well. I asked them if they're going to need help maybe during the pruning during the winter months. So she says they would ask me to come along and show a lot of the volunteers what to do. So I'm looking forward to that. So it'll be a fine wee job for the cold days, dry days hopefully. But I did a wee detour. Deviated a wee bit there for the Ravenscraig after I done that. I went down to the old harbour at Dysart. That was used for actually for shooting a few of the scenes. That TV programme, Ken Outlander. It was actually a few of the scenes was done there, and it's a really old harbour. As far as I know, I think it was used for moving coal, I think, because right at the back of the harbour, right under the cliff, there used to be a road there that linked into one of the old collieries, I think. I think it was maybe the Lady Blanche, I'm not sure, or maybe an older pit. So I was actually reading in Fife mining kingdom here, but I don't really see it there, but you can see the tower. It's right at the back of Pan Hall. That's the name of the street in Dysart, Pan Hall. And the Lady Blanche pit was there. That was linked up to the Francis. It was used as a ventilation shaft once it closed. But I'm sure actually somebody says that that road right in the cliff, that led into a coal seam, and that's how they brought the coal out. For 13 years I was a miner myself, in the 70s right up until the early 80s, early to middle 80s there. Worked on the coal face, worked in a few wet sections and really hot sections, and it was quite scary actually, some of the jobs. But I did enjoy my mining days, and not long after I finished up, I tried to get back into the orchards again. Well, start up the orchards when I got my first house, but I had to move and leave my garden and a few trees in it, and went through a period no very good times there, but I got back into it and planted my own orchard, 28 trees altogether, apple, pear, plum and apricot, and just busy helping mother groups out, worked with Clear and Buckhaven, but I still miss my mining days, I really do. It's the only job you really knew, But my first job when I left the school, I worked at the sawmill. That was making wooden pillars for the pits, bundling them together, 72. But I didn't last long there. Lost my job for doing something stupid. But started at the Francis, that's where I done my training, the Francis at Dysart. But our very first day underground, when we were training, well, that was an adventure. We actually went down the shaft, down the cage, and walked right round the pit bottom, right under the sea, then back, then we came up the surface mine. It was really, really good. You know, it was only training, but when I started, when I finished my training at Seafield, that was different. That was a real thing, Worked my way up, worked on the tracks and worked as a widloddy, that's taking supplies in. Then actually did my face training, that was frightening. The lowest face I ever worked in, it was only 4 feet high. That was the height of the face line, 4 feet high. And you were sort of crouched a good bit, and worked on higher faces for many years. Had a few bumps and bruises, you know, a few blue nails. But when the strike happened in 1984, no long after that, in 1985, I took my redundancy and got out. Did a few jobs labouring, but finally got my calling with the orchard movement here, which I'm glad, which I've got you to thank for. You guys make me welcome, and well, I hope you enjoy this DVD. Quite a bit of history there attached to Dysart. You maybe heard the wee poem that I said earlier on. That was a poem, because when I was at Ravenscraig today, you actually smelt the linoleum again in the air. Wind blows a certain way, you can smell the linoleum, the linseed oil that's used to make linoleum. And they gave you the first verse of the poem, The Boy on the Train. When you say, some of you might know it. So I think my next wee thing will be through in Valleyfield next month. Hope to get a wee talk on my mining experiences to the Skill Bairns through at Valleyfield, which used to be a mining town. So much looking forward to that. And then a wee walk through Couras and Torryburn, all the wee places, right on the 4th. So I'm looking forward to that. So I'll leave you with this video, and I hope you all enjoy it. Okay, thank you.